Grab my hat. Oh. Oh, fuck. Oh. Ooh, that felt good. Goddamn. I'll get these off, man. Dog or the Nugget Husky FC. Look tired, bruh. Well, yeah, because I probably am. I went to Seattle yesterday and saw our Maiden. And didn't get home until like fucking 3:40 in the morning. Just because made a couple pit stops and shit. Okay. Should be better. How's Maiden? Well, fucking amazing. As they usually are. Here. Let me do this. Actually, I recorded 2 videos. Let's see if they actually end up being pretty good. I know the first song that I recorded was Fear of the Dark. But for some reason, the fucking video, like the actual camera itself, would not focus at all. Actually, it's just that bad. Actually, wow, that's really good. Pretty decent. Here, let me try to pause it when it focuses. There we go. There we go. Yeah, you can see Bruce right there in the corner. Here, let me do this because I know this will be able to zoom in. There we go. Oh, there's Steve Harris right there. That's Bruce Dixon. Then Yannick is right there. And then there's Adrian. And then that's fuck. Forgetting his name off the top of my head. Shit. Fuck, I forget the oh, Yannick. So Yannick's their guitarist, and actually that's fucking Dave, I think. Or Nico. No, the drummer's Nico. Their fucking other guitarist is Yannick, which is right there. They're just kind of a nutball. Like, he was, like not not abusing the guitar, but abusing the guitar, basically. Beast Hours and Go conventions. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of those around here. Oh, there was also some mosh pits that started up and made in here. I think it was in this song, too, for sure, that happened. Oh, yeah, there it is. You can see it. Dude, those lucky pieces of shit get the fucking get the mosh and Maiden, dude.
Dude, there's 2 of them. Oh, wait, there's a 3rd one in that corner. Dude, there's like 3 pits.
There is. I just got out of focus because I could show you where they were. So there's one here. So there's that big one, and then there's like another one in that corner, and then there's like another one where there's like a little splurge of green light in that bottom of the crowd. There's straight up like 3 of them, and I was jealous. I was like, you fucking bastards. Unfortunately, I don't have like $1,000 to fork over, you know, for a floor ticket. Well, that more like my friends did, but you know. It's like, oh, lucky bastards. But yeah, definitely had a pretty good time. I will admit, like right when I woke up though, I had like a horrible fucking pincher in my back that I'm still kind of like working out and shit. So I also kind of had a little bit of panic attack because I couldn't even like fucking move for a little bit when I woke up. Though luckily smoking some weed and then just like kind of sleeping, you know, most of the trip up there kind of helped out a little bit. So, and then sleeping most of the way back also partially helped out a little bit. So, there's at least, you know, a few things that kind of helped, got it a little loosened out. So, it's not like shitty now, but I can't really like twist too much yet. I don't know what the fuck I did to it. I'm getting those. I'm getting to be a man. Let's see, what was the other song I recorded? I think it was it Run to the Hills, I think? No, it's The Trooper. This is actually pretty awesome, though. Why I take yours too? I found out today my mom's pay account almost have 115 saved up. I just forgot about it, so she won't let me use it for emergencies. I would imagine leaving Oregon is a fucking emergency, you know what I'm saying? My fucking friend in the corner, dude. For some reason, he like pulled up the lyrics of "Beat It" and it was singing that. I don't know why. Actually, I know why. Because honestly, this song and "Beat It," if you put them together, do fucking sound very similar progression-wise. In fact, I think there is a YouTube video that has merged the two together, and it is actually legit fucking epic. Oh shit, you're gonna love this little part. Eddie comes out. Eddie! You took my fucking jacket, yeah? Now Bruce and Eddie are gonna fight. Dude, I love how Bruce Dickinson is old as fuck, and he's like in his 70s and he's still doing this shit. By the way, just think of that. He's like old, he's like I think either like late 60s or early 70s in age, and he's literally fighting an Eddie on stage. He's fighting a goddamn Eddie. Can you imagine like any of our old farts that run shit, you know, doing any of this? Luckily, Eddie's too big and he can run right in between his legs. Now he's fighting with Adrian. Oh. Fucking Bruce Dickinson shot Eddie, dude. I love it. It's a ignore line. I'm just grilled cheese, tomato soup. Sounds pretty good. God damn it. I like Maiden. Oh. Here, hold up. I should also, like, show some of the other crazy shit that they had. Oh, god damn it. I had pulled up, yeah. There we go. Because at one point, they literally had a fucking Spitfire. Like, I shit you not. They literally Like, they literally straight up had a bloody fucking, like, Spitfire. You know, like, that came down from the stage when they played Aces High. Which, this thing was just, like, fucking legit. They've done it a few times. I think every time I've seen them, I think they've done that. But still very fucking badass. And that prop moves, too. That little prop on the front. It actually goes spinning around and shit. Like, the one thing I wish it would do is, like, every now and then, like, those little cannons on the front of it, or its little machine gun ports, just, like, it will, like, have, like, a little firecracker pops to kind of simulate it shooting or something, or, like, LED lights that kind of flash to kind of emulate it shooting or something. That would be fucking epic. And also, during that set, like, some motherfucker, like, also, I don't even know how they did it, but they got on the stage, too. Like, near the end of that song, like, some dude literally was just like, yo, I like, somehow crowd surfed, and the security didn't get me. I'm running on stage. I'm gonna mosh with Steve Harris. It's just like, no, that's not gonna happen, because I noticed there's, like, 3 dudes that converged on one guy near Steve Harris and shit, and they were just, like, converging this guy off into the back and shit, and then all of a sudden, in the middle of, Bruce Dickinson singing some, last little bit of the song, he was like, fucking idiot, and just kept playing. He literally turned around, and was like, fucking idiot. Whoa! You know, just, like, kind of kept going into it. It didn't even, like, skip a beat. It was pretty funny. Like, I don't know what the dude was trying to do, but I'm assuming probably be very drunk and, try to attempt to mosh a fireman, but, like, that literally is not going to happen. And yes, fucking idiot. But also the Seattle vibes are pretty fucking great, too. Seattle's always a pretty cool fucking city. I mean, can't, you know, visit Seattle without seeing the Space Needle and shit. So, actually, where we were going, we had to walk by it anyway. So, but got to do and sing. Also, kind of caught a couple pics of it while that little elevator was going down, which I thought was pretty cool. Oh, and I saw this because, conveniently enough, me and my friends were talking about cruising and how fucked it is, and then we saw these because this happened to be next to, like, a place where people can go stop over in the cruise lines and shit. So it's like they have, like, this whole thing of, like, hey, shut up. So they have this whole thing of, you know, being like, fuck off, mate. Being like, it's like you've booked on a flow city powered by the cheapest, dirtiest fuel available, particular manner from the smoked sex. Like, yours, out the lives of our neighbors, make our kids sick, melt glaciers, thousands of toilets on a ship, drawn sewage into the open ocean, where it makes it so the sulfurous exhaust waste and agent residue. Yeah, I mean, you know, it obviously, you know, a lot of this is just like, you know, just kind of same shit. Yeah, like, that I'm aware of and agree with. Cruising has consequences for all of us. Thank you for considering it. Besides matters, this is the Titanic. That is a cruise ship. Yeah, I mean, the Titanic was like a cruise ship for its fucking day. I mean, back in the day, you know, that was a cruise ship. And the cruise ships now are literally like, just like, what? But here's a beautiful sound. Good old Puget Sound. With a little bit of the Ferris wheel there in the corner. With 2 of my friends just kind of posing. Being poses, like. Being a bunch of fucking poses. And some of the downtown little cityscape of Seattle from the waterfront area. which looks pretty fucking lit. Just a cool aircraft, because we were passing by the military base and shit. Fuck. Man, caught that shit real quick. But I also happened to see the C-17 Glowmaster flying around doing like low air maneuvers and shit. And because it like just took off and then just started literally doing like these turns and shit like all over the place. Because we happened to be, I think it was called I forgot the name of the Air Force base, but I actually looked it up. And I think this is a part of the 62nd Air Wing, which has like 4 different air wing detachments to it, but they're pretty much like airlift wings, you know, for cargo and shit, I'm assuming, yeah. So it's just like to be like, here, we organize where our planes are. But I also saw an Apache helicopter, which unfortunately my camera was blurry for some fucking reason, but you can kind of see the silhouette of it, though. Which I thought was pretty fucking cool. It's like, oh shit, there's an Apache. Yeah, that's even worse. That's even a worse blurry picture, but, you know. I wish I got a better pic of it, though. Because, I mean, Apache was pretty fucking cool to check out. Because it was doing like a little low pass over the highway. Thinking you'll find the horror hashtag quite appropriate. What's this? Seafood mousse? What?
From 1972. So they describe this dish as an elegant and fancy way to elevate family dinners. However, upon first glance, I would describe it as an ornate pile of start with a cup and a half.
Pile of shit.
I love crab in a can. Yay. Why does it have a diaper? Is the crab diaper integral to this dish? Oh, you never know. Cup of celery. Celery, if water was a vegetable. Marinate this in some lemon juice, Tabasco. Worcestershire. My car on a cold morning. Worcestershire sauce, salt, and onion powder. Now atop a double boiler, we melt 8 ounces of cream cheese in a can of tomato soup. Fire! Now to a cup of water goes 3 packets of gelatin. You knew this was coming. It's like watching a car crash. And move this to an ice bath. Once it's thickened, we fold in a cup of mayonnaise. Whatever you think.
This is getting fucking disgusting. I'm actually like starting to feel sick just having to describe this, dude. It's literally getting worse and worse as it goes on. Like, dude, oh my.
It's wrong. Finally, our crab. It's just morbid. To the fridge.
Dude, that was way too quick. Oh god, I was not ready. I was not ready for that. Oh my god, that was way too quick of a process of transitions. Oh, imagine smelling it. Oh god, like, dude, I love how he's. Oh my. You know what? I was about to say, I love how he's still trying to hold this elegancy, you know, to his eating. And, like, straight up, like, no, he just took that bite, and now his brain is immediately just processed what he ate. And he's now, like, this is like the split second frame of him now immediately, like, trying to just hold it in, you know? Like, oh god. Yep.
Right, fancy feast. Some good cat food. A+.
Yeah, that probably would be good cat food, honestly. Like, legitimately. Like, oh god. Anyway, what is this? King size? Whoa! If you feed this to a cat, I'm considered an animal abuse. You know what? Yeah. True. And you know what? Fair enough. Dude, holy fuck, dude, he's huge. That is a huge fucking dog. Oh my god. That dog is bigger than me. Pfft, Jesus. Just had a horse stare at me while I took fat shit. That's usually what horses do. When they gotta take one, they'll just stare at you because they got nothing better to do. I mean, I don't know, maybe, man. I'm just taking a random guess. I mean, it's like, what? Do you think they're just gonna run off into like a bush and like, you know, just, you know, value their privacy and come back? Or you like her dog? Dog gives you 1,000 yows, sir. So what the fuck is this? Wait. Did I hear this on Onion Nuggets? Police issued Amber Alert for a kidnapped teen, then shot her dead when they found her. Like, I feel like I heard that on Onion Nuggets because of their, like, insane fucking, you know, like, crazy cop section. Imagine if that dog wants to hump her. What? Sus mode. What? Hard to fight off. I mean, yeah, I guess it would, but, like... That's why you do a thing called, like, vasectomies or, you know, neutering. So you don't have that problem. Nor should it be in the first place. It's almost tall as you. That dog is at least taller than me. Like, stretching those feet up and everything, yeah. I'm still a bit bummed about that bot girl. Oh, so you're thinking about, like, man, what if the dog, like, hate, abused, fucking obliterated, or some shit? That fucking bot bitch. Boo. Is that it? Like, it's now I'm not, like, I'm trying to break that down now a little bit. Like, what? Like, I'm the furry, like, the closest anybody here would probably, you know, get to that would be me, and even I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Because that's, like, a staunch line in the sand, even for me. So, it's like, what? You know what? Let me go in DFF and see their Onion Nuggets shit. See if they did. No, they got their little timestamp. I've known girls who have done things. Yeah, well, like, honestly, it was stupid and fucked up as I directly don't, but I've known people that know chicks that have. So it's just like, honestly, I genuinely, like, feel like there is a weird thing that about that with some people. Keeps the cops safe from girls. Well, I don't think I'm gonna have any problems with that. Well, hold on. You know what? There is that neighbor from across the street that one time. When, like, Zukov ran outside for a minute, and I went to go get him, she happened to be out there, and she was also drunk. Why? What in the actual... I don't know. I'm not, like, fucking... Like, I don't know. I keep it within the species. I don't know about everyone else. I can't speak for the rest of humanity here. I can only speak for myself in my human condition, not the rest of humanity's. Like, I mean, because... Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, because, like, why did the Greeks have, like, pots and... like, clay artwork of them fucking goats? I mean, who knows? Like, I mean, it's just like... humanity, there you go. Like, that's the answer, just humanity. Because we're fucking absurd and comical, and... yeah, we're just that, yeah. we're just fucked. Because there's definitely a lot... at least a decent chunk of humanity out there that just don't care. They take the, if there's a hole, there's a goal, literally, quite literally. That is a redundant sentence. They take it quite literally. There we go. That's, oh my God, Jesus fucking Christ. You're making my brain, like, not work, bro. The Ugnar. Have it you bang a goat. Not even Ugnar would do that, dude. I mean, come on now. Not even Ugnar would, you know, stoop such a low. Here, let's, I think this is their crazy cops. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, what is this? I missed this part of Ugnugs, I think. A bear robs a 7-Eleven? I think you think a little highly of Ugnar. Are you saying Ugnar would stoop to such a low? You know what would Ugnar do? He would look at this fucking bear in the face and smack it with a sharpened fucking obsidian rock. Right in its face. Right on that dome. Being like, bitch, it's my 7-Eleven. I run this shit. I legit didn't even see this part of Onion Nuggets, so did this actually happen? A bear just waltzed into a 7-Eleven? Like, is Ugnar your caveman ancestor? I think he's just the alter ego caveman version of Ignar. Which, honestly, I don't know why it has to be Ugnar. I think just, like caveman Ignar would work just as well. You never know, Ugnar might get lonely one night tending to sheep. He ain't no goddamn Welshman. Don't pin the fucking Welsh's weird misdoings on Ugnar. Come on. That'd be my friend Metal T.
Yeah, buddy. Come on.
Come on there, boy.
Let's go now.
Don't you good, boy.
Come on. You can get on, get now. Like, I don't think this bear's gonna go anywhere with you acting like that. That bear ain't going nowhere. It's like, what? Oh, you want me to leave? But there's snacks, dude.
Now, shoot. Shoot on out of here.
And then he got the Wild West Signar named Signar. Cigar.
Go on.
Because you always got a big fat cigar right in that mouth.
Man, bear like doesn't hit the jackpot. He's like, I ain't going nowhere, bitch.
Yeah, no, for real. This bear ain't going nowhere, dude.
Bear is gonna be scared away by a dude going, shoot.
Come on now, shoot.
You had enough. Come on, shoot.
Go on, get now. Shoot, shoot.
Come on. That doesn't work on my fucking cat. I don't think it's gonna work on a
Dude, no, for real. That shit barely works on a fucking cat, let alone a bear.
Would you mind? I know there's a lot of tasty snacks there, but would you mind exiting out of the 7-Eleven, please?
Excuse me, Mr. Bear. Sure.
He is way too close to that bear, but that bear is like just won his golden ticket of like delicious snacks. I don't think he cares too much about that.
The bear don't care. Like, if a bear got a lot of amazing treats literally surrounding him like this, or her, I don't know, I won't misgender that bear. But, like, I mean, when you got a bear that's just, like, got all these snacks, and you're just like, oh, excuse me, Mr. Bear. Or it's like, oh, excuse me, Mr. Bear. I need you to, please, leave my store. And it's just like, shut up, nerd. I got all these delicious snacks, bro. I ain't going nowhere. For $300, I could buy a carton of Delta 8 cigarettes. I wouldn't even pay that much for real cannabis cigarettes. Dude, fuck that. Gross. For $300, I'd pay $300 for, like, I don't know, 30 cartons worth.
But there's like donuts here, so
the bear is literally not even fucking like barely like he just like kind of looked up for a second like that's not my concern.
he's just like whatever.
The bear don't give a fuck. It's just going ham on I'm assuming it's like, what is that, like ice fish or something? Oh my god.
Get out of here, dude. Come on, get up.
Yeah.
And now it's like, no, I'm just gonna kind of like waltz in, thank you very much. I'm gonna browse your store.
Dude.
I'm a paying customer like anyone else, asshole.
No, you won't. That's a fucking bear. You're not kicking his ass.
Bears are like that bear will be pretty chill with you. If you try to kick that bear or fight him, he's gonna fuck you up. So I wouldn't fuck with him.
The bear stares like guy is a T-bone steak.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that.
Well, I don't know, because, I mean, he got all these snacks. You have all this food. Like, why would he be concerned about another living thing when he has free food that he doesn't have to work for? You know what I mean? That bear don't have to work for the food when it's already there.
Like, fuck you up pretty bad if you try to, like, actually fight him.
That's the only time that bear will probably think of you as a T-bone steak if you actually try to fuck with it. If you're just, like this, yelling at it to leave, it's not going to care. It's just going to just continue to do its thing.
But I'm gonna like I'm gonna let the bear do what the bear wants and just like, call someone that can like.
Yeah, like call like I don't know, National Park Services or something.
I don't want to kill the bear. I just feel bad for him.
Yeah, it's like I got caught up in a store. Like I mean, I feel bad for the bear. Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, bro.
Oh, it's like dibs. This bear just snuck like a piece of shit, like a bag of chips. It's like this is mine. Dibs.
Cheetos?
Yeah, that bear's like, hell yeah.
Dude, I got me some Cheetos. Hell yeah, brother. Dude, how much you want to bet that bear knew that those were Cheetos, sniffed those out, and grabbed that bag because it was Cheetos? Like, how much you want to bet, like, some dumb campers, like, near, outside of town, left, like, some Cheetos in a bag or something and forgot to take them when they left camp, and then this bear probably found some and it's like, oh, goddamn, these are good. And it happened to just, like, sniff some Cheetos out and happened to be near the 7-Eleven, and it's like, I wonder where all those good smells are. And then it bumps into the store, and it's like, wait, what's that familiar smell? And it just goes into that little aisle of chips and just like grabs a bag of Cheetos.
Fucking Cheetos. Oh, dude, what if they're flaming hot, TJ? Oh, shit. That bear is gonna be fucking feeling it tonight.
Oh my god, if they were flaming hots.
Blow that shit out of his asshole. What the fuck?
He's trying to grab more! Oh my god! Oh my god! It literally grabbed like a whole bunch of them and just waltzed out. It's like it knew what it wanted. That bear knew what it wanted. Like that bear exactly knew what it was going for. It wanted some damn Cheetos.
Dude, that bear just stole from that 7-Eleven.
Dude, what a fucking Chad bear, dude.
I fucking love this bear.
Dude, what a fucking amazing bear, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to lock the door, dude.
Oh my god, they literally are like grabbing Cheetos, like right, dude, like, oh my god, they are doing this specifically. Like, they are targeting this place. Like, these bears are literally targeting this place. Like, oh my god. You're gonna need like some sort of like hand pad or some shit for people to like unlock the door when they enter or something, dude. Like, oh my god. Like, these bears are straight up targeting this place.
Okay, I wanna get this bear as a pet. So every time I go to a convenience store and I don't want to pay, I'll just send this motherfucker.
Just send the fucking bear.
Not gonna be too good at sharing.
Oh my god! Why did you open the door? You just invited it to come back in, dude! Why did that fall? Oh my god, why did that person do that? It's like, hey, you got more food? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with people, man? Why? Oh my god. Like, why did that person open the door thinking, like, hey, get on and leave? Like that, oh no, oh my god.
What the fuck? Are you retarded? Lock the door.
I don't lock it! Don't open it!
Do and lock the door.
What is wrong with people?
And then wait for it to fuck off. I don't know.
Yogi is baked as fuck, yeah.
Yogi's baked as fuck.
Just lock it.
Lock the door.
Lock the door.
At this point, the guy realizes, like, man, I'm gonna get some viral video of this fucker. I ain't locking shit.
Dude, that's probably it.
He's self-motivated right now.
Out here, dude.
Get in. Look, bro. I know you got the munchies, but you gotta.
Oh my.
He's literally.
Dude, that bear pried the door open. Oh, wait, did he pry the door open, or did the bear do that?
Log. He wants the bear in there at this point.
Yeah, you know what? I think this dude did this.
He's literally like got like a thing to open the door so the bear can get in. As he half-heartedly is like, no bear, go away.
Come on, bear, leave.
Bear. Go on, bear.
Please make it so I don't have to come into work tomorrow.
Don't.
Bad bear.
Here, little bear. No.
Don't be a naughty bear.
Okay, come in.
Okay. Like he's
bear friend.
The
bear is a friend.
Open, so the bear can get in at this point. He obviously wants the bear in, so.
TJ with the acceleration. I hope gas becomes expensive so that it breaks our addiction to fossil fuels. Yeah. True.
Here's the most watched part. So let's
Base TJ.
Yeah, whatever. You don't have a key? Come on.
What the fuck?
Yeah, whatever. You don't have a key? Come on.
Dude, really? He used the fucking mop head to do that with? Oh my god.
Watch part, so let's see what happens. Yeah, whatever.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh.
He's gonna get cornered, so he's gotta check somebody behind him, lock that door, because he knows that the only way out of here. Same in the dumpster. Sticking his head out every 2 minutes, 20 seconds.
Man, this bear.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's like, maybe not.
He just wants one item. Oh, dude, this. Oh my god, that fucking door chime. Oh my god, that little door chime with the bear walking out, dude. What the fuck? This is so funny.
Just fucking robbing you blind, man.
Dude, seriously, like, dude, did someone train this bear? Was this bear trained? Is this like a legit domesticated bear? Like, cause for real, like that bear just that is like a targeted like thing that bear did. Like, there's just no way. It looked like it was multiple nights. Like, cause there's like this different shit that like initially there was like that weird blue thing that was there, but it wasn't there anymore after a while. So I'm assuming this happened multiple nights. It's like, damn. As much as Pooh missed Piglet, he really did enjoy that pulled pork sandwich. Oh, damn. Oof.
How cars with eyes could prevent road deaths, according to study.
Pixar style car. What?
So cars have to look really creepy, and then like
They have to literally be disturbing and creepy looking.
But is it worth it?
No.
No.
Let people die instead.
Is it worth it? I don't.
I mean, it's worth it to
so.
save lives, but is it worth it to be creeped out?
For the
every
one
time
you
you look at a
saw.
car and it's
I
like,
saw that
"Oh,
one.
looks like a person."
TJ going in acceleration mode.
The show for a minute, Scotty.
Hoping that, we break away from our fossil fuel, grip on everything. Yeah. No, I saw that shit. Here, I'll use this as a way to. Oh yeah, so I was right, because I remember partially tuning in to like the beginning of their little cop section, which was well after that bear. Yeah, so I did remember seeing it. The link before the teacher one. Oh, you did? Oh my good lord. Oh, one way to use lemons. When life gives you lemons, learn to make an Iron Man helmet of your cat. Oh my god. What the fuck? That poor cat. What the fuck? I don't think that cat is happy at all. But if the spray of death drops into your cat's eyes, it's just a peel. Once removed properly, there's some juice in it. Might smell a little. So she hate this so much, all cats. Yeah, lemons are toxic eggs. Are they toxic? Oh my god. So there's actually like, wow, of course, can't have nice things.
Of, Fontana, which I don't know where that is.
Man, if it's not in Louisiana, who cares?
Who cares about it?
It ain't in South California.
San Bernardino.
California, it's a bunch of liberals, bunch of pussy-ass liberal teeth.
Goddamn lib communists out there in California, tell you what. Fucking goddamn Democrat Republic California over there, some shit, I tell you. Something I didn't know I always wanted until I played, what? Lego Waffle Maker lets you build a brick creation with your breakfast. It's beautiful. I looked at this for 5 hours now. You know what? I dig it. Until you put the maple syrup on there, and then it'll slowly collapse. But that's the fun in it.
I tell you, to the California land, people ain't got no balls.
I guess it puts another definition of playing with your food too.
Scrolling through Twitter last night, and I saw someone say like, Amber Alert canceled because the police shot the missing kid. I was like, what? And then this is the story. The murder and kidnapping suspect in Monday's Amber Alert and a teen girl with him in a pickup are dead after police pursuit ended with shots fired and a shutdown of the 15 freeway in Victorville. The San Bernardino Sheriff's Department said they believe the passenger was the 15-year-old girl and she was wearing tactical gear. When she tried to get out of the car during the shootout, she was struck by gunfire. So if you ever see...
So, wait. Like, their justification is that she had tacky gear on. I already find that to be bullshit, by the way. Because if she's kidnapped and there's an Amber Alert for her, why in the fuck would she be having tack gear on?
Scenario like this, and you see this use of the passive voice, struck by gunfire, that means she was shot by the police.
Yep.
She was struck by gunfire.
When they start to use this, like, oh, well...
She happened to be struck by strafing gunfire.
Several times.
They shot her for protecting herself. I mean, maybe? Like, I'm assuming maybe the human support of it about might also kind of go in deets about it.
It's unable to continue with biological functions necessary for the conditions of life. It's like, yeah, okay. He got shot by the police. He was shot to death by the fucking pigs. So, yeah. Happened also, remember, we did our meetup in LA, and it was at, the area of LA, wherever, but
So
if Trader Joe's.
If the shooter had taken her life, you would see like
She was
murdered.
She got like she got slaughtered by the fucking suspect or some shit like that.
by the shooter, you know.
Ran that guy over. No, it became an unwilling speed bump. I'm
By
police.
the
I can do that.
But because the cops did it, she just happened to be struck by gunfire, almost as if it's like a naturally occurring phenomenon out there.
And the only way she would survive this is if she's one of those characters in Super Hot, where she can slow down time and move, like, and dodge all the bullets. Because I'll be honest with you, she had one crazy guy holding her hostage, and then she had a bunch of cops who were ready just to fucking unload.
So she basically had like nowhere to go. This is why, honestly, I just like never trust fucking cops to solve problems anymore, ever, for anything. Like, even in serious cases like this, because they're not trustworthy. Like, they're not, married to fucking trust. Like, I literally would trust, like, the family members of this fucking, of this teenage girl and shit to fucking stop this motherfucker more than a cop. It's just like, yeah, they might have nerded a lot of, variations of street justice, but you know what? Whatever. Like, I wouldn't give a fuck at that point after you're kidnapping somebody and, going on, like, some sort of run and shit and a kidnapping. No, fuck you. But, like, because, I mean, sure as shit, like, the police ain't gonna do anything about it. Because if they do, they're likely to just shit the fucking kidnapped victim more than anything else. Scared for my life? You're a bitch. Yeah. If you're scared for your life, then don't be a cop and quit being a pussy. Like, it's like either quit being a pussy or don't be a cop. Preferably be both. Don't be a pussy, and also don't be a cop. Go do something else, like a fucking office job, you little bitch. Because evidently you can't handle the heat of being out in public, having to deal with human beings.
Shit, where it's like, I guess
I straight up would trust retail workers over fucking cops, honestly.
There's a disconnect between the police and the public.
Like, let us, have some of their jurisdictions and shit. We'll be able to keep things good.
So
we'd definitely be way better than, and even self-police our own selves, in comparison to fucking pigs.
Such a vast chasm where it's like, why are we so hated? It's like, there was someone that ran to you for help and you gunned them down. You gun them down. Like, you're supposed to be the group of people in society that can tell the difference between dangerous person I'm supposed to help, dangerous person. But it's like there's such an us versus them mentality that someone running like, help me, it's all like, kill, do.
We're the good guy helper squad, here to save the day.
By ending your life a little early, putting all the bullets. Praying and spraying. I don't know. So, like, I mean, that's pretty much just what they fucking do. It's like, I mean, because if we're supposed to, like, trust them to be able to be like, hey, if someone's running at you for help, that you're not going to fucking, you know, just see, like, you know, be like, oh, here, let me just, like, go, you know, just, like, you know, just wasting, you know, motherfucker and shit. Like, I mean, honestly, frankly, like, I mean, when it comes to, you know, cops and having guns and shit, like, that shouldn't even be, you know, a fucking thing, honestly, at this rate. Like, there could be a specialized, like, you know, agency that, you know, can handle, you know, like, fucking, special cases where, you know, firearms may be needed, like in a kidnapping scenario and shit. But guess what? The cops wouldn't be involved. It'd be, like, it's, you know, another law enforcement agency at that point. Because can't trust fucking police, you know, and the pigs, you know, to handle shit. So frankly, honestly, at this rate, you know, it's like, hey, if we're gonna keep pigs, well, disarm them then. They don't get their fucking guns. Like, you know, and if anything, you know, they shouldn't, you know, like, they shouldn't even be, like, having any training in a sense of, like, oh, hey, here's how you know, like, use it to, like, just slaughter people and shit. It's like, they should get their firearms training, but beyond that, it's like, hey, like, when it comes to using it in interactions with the fucking public community, you don't get to fucking, like, have any, you know, like, oh, here's, you know, a scenario where you get to pull it out and shit. If anything, like, having a cop pull a gun out on, you know, somebody, unless they're being shot at directly, like, should be a fucking crime and punishable by them being sentenced to fucking prison under a fucking felony and never be a cop ever again. Like, unless they're being shot at themselves directly, where they are actually having their life put at risk and shit, then you ain't gonna be allowed to draw that fucking gun, and if you do, you're going to jail, bitch. It's specifically shooting. Because if you can't pull a taser out on someone charging you with a knife, then you're a fucking pussy. You have a stat-proof vest. You have more protection, you know, from a fucking knife than most people. So be a man, use some of those fucking balls that you're supposed to have, and stand your ground against someone charging a knife at you, bitch. Tase them if you don't want them coming at you. You got a stat-proof vest, you'll live.
We had that meetup in LA. Like,
and if you don't, that's a part of your job too. It's just, you know, to also, in some line, you know, sacrifice yourself to protect the fucking community and the people you're supposed to protect. So, even if it did come down to it, that's a part of your fucking job. It's to understand that, yeah, maybe I legit might not come back, but that's the part of my job, and that's the cost of fucking, you know, trying to protect and, you know, enforcing the law, but nope. That mentality is just right out the window. Their lives come first, when they should be coming last.
Sorry about that.
Was that the police ended up killing the people? They were trying to flee the store. They didn't actually end up, like, killing the shooter. I don't know. Maybe they did, but, like, they ended up killing innocent people. It's like the police show up and they kill innocent people, and then the one time they don't kill anybody, or it takes them forever to kill somebody, is the one that someone's shooting up a school. It don't make no fucking sense.
It's like, oh, hey, someone's doing mass shooting. We're going to basically just, like, you know, take as much time as possible to deal with that threat. Oh, someone's not a threat, we're going to get our guns and, you know, and get ready to shoot anyone down as quick as possible.
Should make fucking no sense. Oh shit, there's a guy killed a bunch of kids in his school. Let me check my phone. Like, help me, please! The psychopath has me! That's the killer! Do we get him? Yeah, we also killed her. Oh shit. Whoa.
Well, hey, at least we killed the suspect. Hey, mission accomplished.
He's dead, right? We got him, though.
We no longer have an Amber Alert. That's good.
Got him, though, right? Well, sometimes making omelet gotta
break a few eggs.
You know what I'm saying?
Life gives you lemons, you squeeze them in your fucker's
Sheriff
ass.
deputies say the official identification of the deceased girl will come from the county coroner later. Blah 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 blah. Anyway.
Oh my god, Harley.
So this reminded me of this other time. Not too
Oh, I
long ago.
remember this. Oh, and wow, in the records, they confirmed that they knew that there was a baby in that truck and shit. Because I remember there was a fucking truck where, like, you know, father had his this story, and basically straight up fucking, you know, obviously the cops just, like, without any give a fuck of a care of a world, you know, unloaded on the entire fucking cabinet of the truck and shit, and, well, as you can imagine, killed the kid too. So, go fucking figure with that one. That's why my rant on about cop kills and shit the other day and shit. Honestly, it's just vindicated. Because, yeah. Wish this was real. What is this? Tom fixed it. Hurricane Ian. Trump fucked the villages zero. What? No, this guy's real. Oh, I see what happened. God, I wish it was. That would have been fucking hilarious. What happened to accommodate shade? It's like, oh my god. It's like, you know what, shut up. Come, it's like, yeah, come on. Cry me a river. Doggo. What in the hell? Oh my god. Oh. Well, he kind of purposely did it. Aw. Cute little pupple. Speaking of cute little pupples, you're looking like a cute boy over there. Just being a little sleepy boy, aren't you? Ugh. Went out the window around the same time you people decided to tempt people for being gay and spreading the virus. Yeah. I mean, honestly, that's essentially just like why I could give a fuck about these centrists and their it's like, fuck off. It's like, yeah, let me have common decency that people that just essentially just want to like enact as much cruelty on people as possible. Like, no, fuck off. First one you sent above. Don't think the questions I have about this, I don't think I want answered. Does anyone else feel like they weren't dating their boyfriend? Like in their life, they want to be with his mom. Like, he's just so cute and would make such a good son. What? What? It's weird, right? I really, I don't want to get it. I genuinely do not want to get that. I don't, yeah. Oh, here. I'm gonna go on this ball. I'm gonna see what's going on over here. Wait, Ever's. Okay. Just Elmo just giving a death stare. Troy Pearson cries about when about incel movie villain he inspired. Oh my god. Olivia Wilde's new movie. Don't worry, darling, has a villain that she says inspired by right-wing pseudo intellectual transphobic bigot. Jordan Peterson. When he was asked about this by Pierce. Oh, okay. No, I think I saw this. Didn't DFF do that on Young Nugs too a little bit at the end? I was working that day, so I didn't really get to see every single little chunk of it.
Right-wing pseudo-intellectual Jordan Peterson was, once again, you'll be surprised to know, crying on national television. But, to be fair to him, I think that this is kind of a more valid reason for him to cry based on how he's being portrayed according
Size.
to the director. So as Candace Ortiz of Mediaite explains, earlier this month, Olivia Wilde said in an interview that the villain in her latest film, Don't Worry Darling, a movie centered around an experimental community gone awry, was heavily inspired by Peterson. Quote, we based that character on this insane man, Jordan Peterson, who is this pseudo-intellectual hero to the incel community. You know, the incels, Wilde said. They're basically disenfranchised, mostly white men who believe they're entitled to sex from women. Wilde elaborated that Peterson is someone that legitimizes certain aspects of their movement because he's a former professor, he's an author, he wears a suit, so they feel like this is a real philosophy that should be taken seriously. So that's some context.
Even though it
you weren't
shouldn't.
familiar with what Piers Morgan in this interview was referencing. Nonetheless, he's going to ask about this portrayal in the movie of him and watch his response.
Director Olivia Wilde has a new movie out, which she says is based on you, this insane man, this pseudo-intellectual hero to the incel community. Incel being these weirdo loner men who are despicable in many ways.
Jordan Peterson just shifted his facial expressions to being like, you just, how dare you, you woke moralist. You just called my main flock a bunch of weird loner loser men. How dare you call my flock such a thing? You woke moralist sons of bitch.
Hero to these people?
Sure, why not? You know,
Wow, what a strong answer. Sure, why not? You know, yeah.
me for a long time because I've been speaking to disaffected young men. Now, what a terrible thing to do that is.
Oh my god. What a terrible thing. And now he's about to cry. I already know he's about to. Because he does this little pause and then he just stares and like conjures up like, you know, something in his brain to make him cry. And then he just goes on this fucking weird, emotional, mentally unstable fucking bullshit. Why won't women date us? Not being reprehensible would be a good start. Yeah, seriously. Maybe not being a reprehensible piece of shit that is literally entitled to, you know, fucking someone of the opposite sex just because, oh, well, I never had it yet. It's like, oh my god. It's like, grow the fuck up. Like, especially when there's, like, you know, like, weird incel fucks and shit that are literally, you know, go out in public being like, hey, fuck me, please fuck me, and then like when women start attacking them, we'll literally start pepper spraying the shit out of them and assault them, you know, for women defending themselves and shit over, you know, things like that. It's like, I don't know, maybe, you know, like having an entire community and movement based on in like continuing the reciprocal cycle of fucking bullshit is probably a good start, because you're all a bunch of reprehensible fucks that just don't know how to respect women. I don't know, maybe that could be a good start. Because it's like, oh, why won't women, you know, like, why won't they fuck us? It's like, I don't know, being a weird fucking creepy sex pest and shit, harassing women, is probably a great start on to slowly but surely getting laid. Oh my god, how long was he just sitting there? Hold on, we're gonna count that.
And, you know, what a terrible thing to do that is.
Okay, so it's basically like, it's the 144 second mark. Okay. He was like frozen like by Medusa for like a good solid 6 seconds.
The marginalized were supposed to have a voice.
Shut up. Like, you're not marginalized, you worthless little fucking bitch. Like, I thought the marginalized were supposed to have a voice. It's like, yeah, they do. It just ain't you, you stupid fuck, because you're not marginalized. It's like you and a bunch in the fucking piece of shit that, you know, you bolster and shit are the ones that are fundamentally, you know, marginalizing people. Marginalizing women, marginalizing trans folk and shit. That's what you fucking do, you piece of shit, you worthless little fucking parasitical fuck. Goddamn little worm.
Well, God, you know.
oh God, let me just stare very sadly into this camera. Let me just stare sadly right into this camera and just really just emphasize how I'm about to cry and have a mental breakdown here right on the Piers Morgan show.
It's very difficult to understand how demoralized people are.
How does he not have a voice? I keep seeing him pop up. I know, like, he's like, oh, you know, I'm just such a marginalized voice, blah, 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 blah. It's like, no, you're not. You're literally one of the biggest, oh my God, you're like one of the biggest fucking voices out there.
Category. And you get these casual insults, these incels. What does it mean? It's like, well, these men, they're...
Oh my God, it's in the fucking term, you idiot. Involuntarily celibate. That's what it means, you dipshit. Like, you know what the fuck it means, you...
Make themselves attractive to women who are very picky, and good for them. Women, like, be picky. That's your gift, man. Demand high standards from your men. Fair enough. But all these men who are alienated, it's like...
So what's the problem then? Oh, well, all these men who are alienated, yeah, because evidently, I guess it's okay for women to have high standards, so if they do and you have all these alienated men, maybe they don't fit those fucking standards, you dipshit, so what's the fucking problem? Why are you crying like a fucking emotionally unhinged freak?
And they don't know what to do, and everyone piles abuse on them.
When she said that, Olivia Wilde.
Oh my fucking God, that's not... It's like, it's hardly even the fucking case. It's like they're, you know, it's like, I mean, I've, you know, dealt with, you know, some incels before and shit. It's like, if you ignore them, they're like, no one, you know, hears us because we're just, you know, forgotten voice and we're alienated, blah, blah, blah. If you actually try to help them, they're like, fuck you, I don't want you pity, blah. Or if you know, fuck them, it's like, oh, why won't people think about us and empathize with us? It's like, you never win. It's like, so, you know, it's like, it's basically a lose situation, like, so, it's like, oh, but they're so alienated with all this abuse piled on them. It's like, they do it to them fucking selves. Like, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy with their fucking shit. Like, you know, it's like, any society that is at fault for their shit, for them, you know, continuing their reciprocal cycle of being a sad, irreprehensible, sad little fuck that, you know, doesn't have any sense of self-reflection to be able to improve themselves and shit.
Oh, by that time, you know, as far as critiques go, that was kind of low level. I mean, once I got painted as Red Skull, you know, magical super Nazi, that was kind of the end of the insults. There's no place past that. So,
oh my God, there's no place past that. It's like, oh, being called fucking Red Skull because you are. Like, so you might as well be, you fucking bitch.
Comments. The first thing I did was go look at the preview for a movie, which I quite liked. I thought I would go see that movie probably, and perhaps I will. It didn't really bother me. My family and I talked about it.
Why was he just about to cry again about being like, oh, maybe I would see that movie, you know.
Right away, and we were able to respond to it with some degree of humor.
Look, I don't want to promote this idea that men are weak if they cry. I think that it's perfectly natural and human for men to cry. But
Jordan Peterson doing it is not.
I would be lying to you if I did.
Also, gee, could it be that many of these men are alienated because of the toxic culture standards, increasing economic strain that makes improving oneself way harder? Yeah, I mean, that too. I mean, that's just another variable for it. But that also kind of plays into the part of self-reflection and introspection a little bit, because acknowledging a lot of the shit that isn't necessarily in your fucking control, including those different things, makes you understand that, like, hey, you know, it's like, maybe it ain't, like, as big of a fucking deal to try to, you know, uphold to these fucking standards, because, I mean, you wouldn't be the only one, you know, to necessarily have that self-reflection and shit, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people do.
Are that Jordan Peterson cries so much for the dumbest reasons. My favorite is when he was talking to Andy No, and he was breaking down what he believed Antifa's philosophy was, or something like that, and he just started crying, and it was really bizarre. In this instance, though, I can understand that if you are being portrayed as a villain in a movie, and it's kind of centered around this persona that you built up, I think that's a legitimate reason to be upset, to be fair to him. But
I mean, not enough to be fucking crying like a little fucking whiny, sad little bitch that thinks you're like some sort of moral acolyte, you know, for these fucking weird, sad, reprehensible, sexist pieces of shit.
Earned. I would argue, yes. So in response, though, he says, he's been speaking to disaffected young men. It's very difficult to understand how demoralized people are, and certainly a lot of young men are in that category. So I agree with him here, right? So there are a lot of men who are younger who feel alienated, who feel lonely, and I think that you should try to find a way to reach out to them, pull them out of this incel state, and change their view of the world, change their perception of reality. But the problem is that he doesn't try to challenge their pre-existing beliefs. He just
enables it,
enforces their beliefs, which is why he's so popular with them, because he effectively tells them what they want to hear. For example, in a 2018 interview, he said this: the left, he believes, refuses to admit that men might be in charge because they're better at it. Quote, people who hold that our culture is an oppressive patriarchy, they don't want to admit that the current hierarchy might be predicated on competence, he said. So he's promoting this idea to these men who he's reaching out.
Basically just promoting the whole traditional conservatistic nuclear family mentality that women ought to be in the fucking kitchen. You know, basically. That's essentially is what he's saying. So it's like, you know, it's like, I wonder why, you know, some people also would consider him like, you know, borderline white supremacist leaning in fucking, you know, even kind of like, you know, fascistic leaning in nature and show of his beliefs and his views, you know, to a degree because of shit like that. Because of what he fundamentally believes.
Men are inherently better than women in a plethora of ways.
I feel like if I really build that, I could make a good Venom or Jason. I mean, I don't know. I have to think about that.
Challenge their beliefs. You're not going to help them get a partner if they're lonely, if they believe that the women who they're trying to court are inferior to them. What woman is going to want to support a man with this belief? So, I mean, you're if anything, making the situation worse, but I don't think that it's wrong to reach out to these men. I think that there has to be some way to reach them and challenge their beliefs and bring them back into reality and let them know that they, too, can find love. They can be successful with women. They're not different than anyone else, but the problem is that their perception, their attitude, their stance towards women is probably what's making them less successful in that territory. Now, it's difficult to really capture the essence of Peterson's core philosophy by just listening to a couple of snippets. So what I'll do is I'll link you to a really brief 3-hour video where some more news talked about Jordan Peterson, and they dive into...
That's brief? 3 hours?
...to his core beliefs, and it really gives you a better understanding of his guiding philosophies, and I think that this is really important if you want to understand what makes Jordan Peterson tick. But getting back to the clip...
Actually, you know, I'll have to definitely check that out, because I watch some more news every now and then.
Question. Towards the end, he said, oh, well, I'm totally cool with it. But it's a bit of a contradiction, seemingly, because you cried when it was brought up to you. So Piers Morgan is going to ask him about this. You know, you're clearly bothered. You're not cool with it if it's making you cry. And then he proceeded to cry even harder.
You've been so controlled today. And yet, in that brief moment, you got very emotional. Why?
It's really something to see.
Dude, are you fucking serious? It's really something to see. And then he's already about to... Oh my god. Like, this fucking piece of shit needs to just go into fucking psych ward, dude. Like, oh my god. God, damn Reagan to, like, the deepest layer of hell for destroying fucking asylums and shit and allowing this to run amok. Oh my god.
Constantly. How many people are dying for lack of an encouraging word? And how easy it is to provide that if you're careful. You know, give credit where credit is due. And to say...
Oh my fucking god. Why is this so zoomed in? This is uncomfortable.
Net force for good if you want to be.
What? Is he even murmuring? What is he even whimpering?
Net force for good.
Net, yes. In all the details, probably not.
What? And, you know, and, like, not to tell you, yes, in, like, technical details, no. It's like, what does that even mean? What?
So,
Oh my god, just psychobabble.
people make their mistakes as they stumble uphill.
So he's not crying.
Well, you're not stumbling uphill, you're falling down with a fucking avalanche. So, I mean, yeah. It would work, but not for you.
Portrayal of him in this film. Not that he's being portrayed directly, but the character is based off of him. But he's crying, according to him, because of the lack of encouraging words that lead to people dying. So this is him crying over sympathy that he feels for incels, presumably. I mean, he wasn't really clear there. I think he was crying because he's butthurt, to be clear. But this...
Yeah, and honestly, who cares if he's a little butthurt? Like, I mean, it's fine to make cry, but when it comes to Jordan Peterson, you know, it's the whole thing about the exception to the rule, you know what I mean? Because he's just a little piss baby. He's just a little fucking whiny little bitch and just a fucking coward and just thinks he's like some, you know, like high upstanding, like moral, you know, like grandstander and shit. And like one of the last bastions trying to protect, you know, what's left of Western man and civilization. And what's competent or whatever the fuck. Even though he's like the most, like, incompetent, unhinged fuck there is. It's like, Jesus Christ. And it's like, oh, but it's in the force for good, you know, to try to, like, help people and, you know, blah, 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 you know, for them dying. It's like, oh my god. Here, hold on. I want to see what this is all about. Sure, Biden's cracking down on junk fees, like bank overdraft fees. I hope so. That'd be nice. So that's 3 base points for Biden. Nice. Chandler a new low joking about someone found dead in a car on his fucking Boomer show. Oh my god. Really? Someone was found dead in a car. Let's just kind of make, you know, some fun jokes and memes about that. Because I'm sure that's not skirting lines on the FCC or some shit. Oh my fucking god. His face is all smushed. His little smushy face. Just a little smushy face. You little smushy. You little smoosh. Little smoosh. Have you already seen that Halloween event? No candies. Didn't DFF kind of talk about that a little bit? Like some sort of like news, like blurb that they were looking at, which also like is like pretty much near the end of that little news thing. They were just like, oh, there's actually no real study to show that this is actually happening, but we're just gonna scare fearmonger about it. It's like, it's just a new fucking, like, you know, drug war craze, and on top of that, it's also just, like, another fear-mongering, like, you know, it's like every fucking Halloween about something. Like, I think, you know, like, the last couple of years, it was, like, razor blades or some shit. And before that, it was, like, weed. No drug dealer is crazy enough to hand out product to kids who aren't paying. Yeah, that too. Because that's kind of fucking dumb. Like, why would you waste the money? Like, seriously. Like, why would someone just, like, waste money on some shit like that? I've been watching DFF, busy for horror-related stuff since August. Ah. Well. Yeah, their last album, I guess they delved into a lot of interesting shit. A lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. Well, I'm I guess, you know, depending on what, you know, that might be. At least in your definition of good stuff. Good stuff is in, you know, good content. Little beam. Don't interrupt me when I'm on the phone. Oh, it's one of these little grocery store shorts. I always love these little shorts. I haven't seen this one yet.
Of me to want to be the lead chaperone on the girls' dance trip. Ma'am, would you like a bag today? I am pretty sure we have gone over this minimum wage. Do not interrupt me when I am on the phone. No reason I don't think Linda should be the chaperone. Maybe if she spent less time trying to steal my job and more time with her family, her husband wouldn't have left her. Wait, he died? How are you paying? Interrupt me one more time and see what happens. If you don't give me an answer, I'm just going to avoid the last warning, servant. Fine. Susan, I will call you back. The help is causing me issues again. I'm paying with Visa. No, you're not. I worded the order. You did what? Well, maybe if you spent less time making my job a living nightmare, you'd have yourself some groceries. Oh, no. You can't. Fine. Move, gremlin.
Move, gremlin. Oh my god. Oh man, God, I wish I could do that. Holy fuck, I wish I could do that. Cause yeah, that's happened a few times. It's a pretty work stream deal. Well, today, yeah, a little bit. That's kind of why I was, saw that. I'm like, ooh, something to make me feel good before going to work. I mean, I don't have to I'm not scheduled, but I kind of want the fucking hours because these 3-day off thing that's happening for the past couple weeks fucking sucks, and I don't like it. So, yeah. I want money. I want me some money. Arthur, we gotta have some money. Mr. Morgan, go out there and make us some money. I'm actually kind of sounding more like Arthur now at this point. Less hours, more pay. True. Feel you with that. I could loan you some. No! Oh my god. For fuck's sake. It's like I do have money in my pocket. I literally grab my paycheck and cash it in. It's all in, oh my god. Holy shit. It's not like I don't have money right now. See? I got casholas. That ain't the issue. It's that, it's not enough casholas. That's kind of the issue. I could still use some. Spare me the details, but work it out. Yeah, no questions asked about that. But, yeah. Like I said, it ain't really too big of an issue. It's just that, usually with an extra day of having work, it's about, 400 something, in the paycheck. But because there's, these 3-day off bullshits, it's more like 350, give or take. And it's just that kind of sucks. That's shitty. I do not like that. I like having that, little extra, little cash. I like that. Makes me feel good. Because I know I'm just going to suffer that much less in a given week. And deliver weed? No. I am really vehemently, not about trying to do that, gig economy shit. Because it's even more exploitative than the shit that I do. Algae grows naturally on turtles, and you can resemble a mohawk like this. Whoa! It's fine for the turtles? This turtle looks angry. This looks like an angry turtle. It's like, oh. It's kind of reading up about this little thing. I someone responded to. We helped collect some baby leatherbacks at the local turtle rescue in Barbados earlier. Which are these little guys? Cute little things. And this person's like, you're not supposed to touch them. I was just kind of reading, and it's like they saying that they normally wouldn't, but the local rescue center that they happen to be, you know, like, yeah, happen to be around there at the same time. We're like, hey, you want to help us? The turtle looks like he was caught after sneaking around when he was supposed to be grounded. I know, he does a little bit. And now he's a little angry turtle. Because he's caught doing some mischief. Oh! Well, hello. Well, boo 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 boo. You little sweet thing. You know, you're a prick. I ate some of my Kit Kats earlier. Luckily, only like 1 pack of them. I had 2, but now I only have 1. It's like this little shitbag. You little shitbag. You're just like snagging my Kit Kats. It's not cool. It ain't cool, bro. I mean, it looked like you probably have a little mild tummy ache, and that's probably why, buddy. Oh, you stretchy thing. Ignore can start a new company called We Delivery Make Mank. I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, but... Eh. I'll just be one of the first investors when it goes public on the NASDAQ. But anyway, Igor doesn't want to be a part of the bourgeoisie. Yeah. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go on the grind for said bourgeois. So I'll be back in a little bit though. If anything else, I can consider might even be out a little early. Who knows? But anyway, be back a little bit later than that. So peace out, and I should see y'all.